Hey there, Dynamite EX with another Yu-Gi-Oh card review section. This will be a 4-part video, first part of the 4-part video, and I'll be going over the monsters of the hero deck I have myself. So let's begin. My monsters be going through the levels up, not types, but levels. So the first card we got is Winged Kuriboh. Yeah. So you have this little fella in defense mode. If he's destroyed by battle, you take no damage as long as he's in the graveyard. So let's put him down to our next card. Elemental Hero Burstinatrix. It's a special warrior card used in the show, which can be fused with Elemental Hero Avian to make Flame Wingman or Phoenix Enforcer. And multiple other cards, but those are the only ones I can remember right now by name. Let's put them down. Next card. Speaking of the devil, Elemental Hero Avian. Same goes for Avian. What I said about Burstinatrix can be fused with multiple different monsters. There we go. Next card. Neospatian Aqua Dolphin. Yeah, Aqua Dolphin. For some reason I remember it as Aqua Dolphin. So anyway. This is kind of embarrassing. I'm supposed to review these cards and I forget his ability. So I'm just going to read it off the card. So his ability is by discarding one card per turn, you can look at your opponent's hand and select one monster card in it. If you control a monster with attack greater than that or equal to that attack of that selected monster, then monster can be destroyed, and you can inflict your opponent's death by 500 damage even. Otherwise, you take 500. So, probably wouldn't use his ability. Next card, Neospatian Dark Panther. Same goes for him. I don't really know his ability, so I'm just going to read it out. Once per turn, you can select one face-up monster your opponent controls. While you control this face-up card until the end of this turn, the card name is treated as the selected monster's name, and it gets selected monster's effect. That's actually very useful, because if you got a card like Flame Wingman, his ability is very useful. So if you used to have him on the field and use the Neospatian Dark Panther, good for you, bad for them. Next card, Neospatian Grand Mole. Okay, I must not remember my Neospatians because I cannot remember his abilities. I'm just going to do what I've been doing for the last 2 seconds. At the start of the damage step, if this card battles an opponent's monster, you can return the opponent's monster and this card to the hand. That's very useful if he's going against a high level and you can't defeat it. So yeah, good card. Kinda. Oh yeah, all the Neospatians can be fused with the card Neos, special monster, which can make different Neoses. So yeah. Next one. This is kind of strange for a hero deck, but Homunculus the Alchemic Being. His ability is to change his attribute once per turn. You can change his attribute. So if you are fusing someone needed a certain type, you can change them to that certain type. Yeah. Oh god. Man, bending my back is not helping me. You what? Let's move this over here so I can sit down. Yeah, that's better. So now, Elemental Hero Alius. He's a Gemini type monster. With warrior type, enemy type as well, with effect. I don't really understand what the Gemini sound really means, so anyone who knows, please comment down below so I can actually finally understand that. I know part of his ability, his Gemini effect, I guess, which allows him to change his name to Elemental Hero Neos while it's on the field, which is very useful, like I said, about fusing him with Neospatian so you can get the Neoses. So, his other ability is, this card is treated as a normal monster while face up on the field or in the graveyard. While this card is a normal monster on the field, you can normal summon it to have it become an effect monster with this effect. Yeah. So the effect was why I said he can change his name to Neos. Next card. Ooh, yes. Elemental Hero Ocean. His ability is to send one card from the graveyard or the field back to your back to your hand. He is very useful, especially when you got some cards in the graveyard. Well, the cards I mean were Elemental Hero cards, as in monsters, I believe. Yep. So if you have spells, sadly you can't get that. But if you've got a special card where it allows you to get spells from the grave, and he's a hero, well then you got a combination there. For example, here's Elemental Hero Woodsman even. So, like I was talking about with Ocean, he can be resummoned to the field, sent back to the hand. And what's good, his ability is that either from the deck or graveyard, you can add a 1 polymerization spell card to your hand. If you don't know what polymerization is, one of my next video, the second part of this 4-part video will be on spells, so all you have to do is look at that and you'll find out what polymerization is. Next card. This is a deck, so that's why there's a lot more cards to do. So that's why I'm doing 4-parter, so I don't have to take that much time. Even though it says I'm not taking that much time. Anyway, next card. Probably one of the newest Elemental Heroes, so not a lot of people probably know about this unless you got the special pack I did. But this is Elemental Hero Shadow Mist. As it is a new card, I haven't really been paying attention to its abilities, so I'll read them out to you. Just checking sure you can see that. So, if this card is special summoned, you can add 1 change quick play spell card from your deck to your hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 hero monster from your deck to your hand, except for Elemental Hero Shadow Mist. You can only use Shadow Mist's ability effect once per turn. So, that's helpful. If you don't know, pardon me, the must change, change cards, well, they're spells as well, so what I said about polymerization goes for the change cards as well. Next card. Elemental Hero Wildheart. If anyone's seen the show, you will know who this is. He's like one of the most used cards in the forget his name, Jaden, I think, yeah, Jaden's deck. His ability is he can't be affected by trap effects. So yeah, so if someone's got like a card that disrupts play, he will, which is a trap, he will just go for it like it's a sponge wall. I guess I'm just saying it's sponge wall because that's the softest thing I can think of. Next card, Elemental Hero Bubbleman goes for him, one of the most used cards in Jaden's deck. His ability, sorry about this, but his ability is this: if this is the only card in your hand, you can special summon it from your hand, obviously. So when this card is summoned, you can draw 2 cards. You must control no other cards and have no other cards. So his ability is, to put it in short, is if you've got no cards on the field and he's your only card in your hand, you can summon him to the field without special summon to the field. And by special summon into your field, you can look to the two cards in your, look at the first two cards in your deck. Oh wait, no, you can draw two cards, and that can only happen as long as you do the special effect. I mean, special summon them, like I told you. Ooh, I see this as Elemental Hero Sparkman's dad, Elemental Hero Voltic, another lightning. I want you to have a good look at this, because this is probably one of my favorite Elemental Heroes. His ability is when this card inflicts damage to your opponent, you can target one banished Elemental Hero monster and special summon it to the field. A special that summon, yeah. So that's very helpful if you got any banished cards with either you or your opponent sent to be banished. So yeah. Next Elemental Hero, Heat. Yes, Heat. Not much of a name. He looks good. But I would have thought Heat would have been. I would have thought for this guy I would have called him Pyro. Pyro is a used name for fire type heroes. Heat doesn't really sound as good as Neos, Avian, Burstinatrix. Oh well, you can't go perfect with everything. So his ability is he gains 200 attack for each elemental hero you have on the field. So, if you got, as you can see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, if you got 4 other elemental hero cards on the field with heat, you will gain. So you will gain 800 attack points for him. Not measurable ability, but ability is ability. So we'll go with it. Next card, Elemental Hero Necroshade. This guy looks awesome. Also, you only see him being used, his ability being used in the show, so he's not really shown as often. But yeah, he's a good card. His ability is once while this card is in the graveyard, one level 5 or lower or higher Elemental Hero monster you can normal summon can be summoned without tributing. So as long as this guy's in the graveyard, a normal monster Elemental Hero with its level is 5 or higher can be summoned without tributing. So that's a good ability, because cards like the next one I'm about to pull out would really benefit to that ability, and cards like this card, Elemental Hero Bladedge. Look at that, that's a shiny. Also used in the GX Yugioh series. Not too often, but is used. You can see it. Is very good. Its ability is this card can attack a defense position monster and inflict piercing damage to your opponent. So let's say your opponent had a 200 defense monster, and this card is 2,600. The difference, you know the deal. The difference would be dealt to your opponent. So 200 to 2,600. So they'll be dealt with 2,400 attack damage. And now we're on to our final card, which is probably the most said card I've already said today, and that is Elemental Hero Neos. Like I've said, this is Neos, the real card, not Alius. This is Neos. You can fuse with Burstinatrix, Avian to make different fusion cards. But I don't really have those cards, so I can only show you ones that I've got from the Neos patients. But I don't have the Grand Neos, so that's a shame. But yeah, this guy doesn't really have the effects when he's just normal monster, you see. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. This has been Dynamite EX, and this is the first part of a four-part video. Hope you enjoyed. It's been Dynamite EX. Said that twice now. Goodbye.